The complex relationship between Greek gods and humans in mythology. Greek gods are part of remarkable Greek mythology, which forms part of humanity's heritage. The gods had a life of their own and preceded humans. The gods are responsible for the creation of humanity. The multiplicity of gods in Greek mythology, coupled with their diverse personalities and capabilities, created a very rich set of characters for explaining natural occurrences and teaching moral lessons. This is why the relationships between the Greek gods and human beings were complex. This paper explores these complexities. Greek gods demanded worship from human beings, which usually included offering sacrifices. In the Homeric hymn, one of the Greek gods, Demeter, expressly directs people to build a temple and an altar in her honor. Demeter was the goddess associated with agriculture, hence, worshipping her assured people of good harvests. Other gods also demanded that human beings worship them for various favors. For instance, soldiers paid tribute to Athena, the goddess of battle strategy, military skill, and wisdom. Humans worshipped these gods depending on personal or community needs based on the attributes of the god. The second aspect of the relationship between the Greek gods and humans is that the gods sought to influence human action to achieve their own divine ends. Part of this influence was meting punishment to people who defied divine orders. A famous case in point is the demise of the Odysseus crew, which came about after the crew ignored warnings from the gods. In the same vein, the gods played the role of rulers of the cosmos, ensuring that the earth worked as it should have, that justice ensued, and that humans related well to each other. An interesting question about the activities of the gods is whether they allowed human beings to operate using free will. The gods gave humans free will, but they also sought to direct the course of history at various times. Usually, the gods sought to convince human agents to do their bidding. For instance, Athena went to Ithaca to convince Telemachus to go on a journey to find his father. Their interaction did not include any coercion or force from Athena. Telemachus took the trip of his own volition. However, the gods had the power to take action when they pleased, and, consequently, they had the ability to enforce their wishes. The Greek gods seemed to represent various projections of human experiences. Like all ancient societies, the Greeks used these gods to develop a sense of eternity. The multiplicity of gods reflects not just the social realities of the Greeks, but also their philosophy on the creation of the world and their perception of divine order. According to Greek mythology, chaos first followed by Gaia, earth, and Eros, desire. Gaia brought Uranus, heaven, and Pontus, the sea, to the world. This was the Greeks' attempt to explain the origin of the earth and later the human race. In addition, the myths are full of the passions humans deal with. Each god seems to have a weakness, such as jealousy, which is a human trait. Uranus feared competition from his children, so he killed them. In essence, all the gods had times of vulnerability and times of triumph. The detail on the level of development of the gods' personalities in the myths gives them human-like appearances, complete with humanoid representation in their sculptures.